Since this channel has been demonetized, besides being able to view new videos first, signing up to library using this affiliate link really helps to support this channel, and it doesn't cost anything. Thanks to those who already have.
Our Attorney General, who is under attack for doing his job, has had quite a few announcements this past week. We're going to look at a few of them.
I'll take a question before turning the floor over to others. Pierre.
General Barr, Senator Graham says that Rudy Giuliani will be providing the department information related to Ukraine and the Bidens. What is the process for?
So as you see his face unfold from that, he's got his thinking cap on. And what I mean by that, the eyebrows are all squished in, the forehead's got the lines, his mouth, his tongue's moving around in his mouth. He's just really listening and digesting what's coming through. And he said Giuliani will be providing, and the lines actually start to relax. The stress is kind of going away. There's the underlying stress that is there with him all the time, and I have no idea what that has to do with. But the stress that's on top of it, what question am I going to have to answer next? He actually starts to relax on it. To me, that is a show of confidence in whatever he's doing with this Ukraine business, which if you listen.
Receiving this information, who will evaluate it, and is this something that you feel the need to recuse yourself from?
Well,
And that was kind of telling him, do you feel the need to recuse yourself? He's looking down at his little paperwork. He's avoiding. And you could speculate on why. I assume because there's no other stress anywhere else. He's not holding on for dear life. That he's just not trying to give away more information than is needed. He's giving away just enough. And when you're in that hiding mode, you tend not to look at people. But his eyebrows go up, but it's a relaxed, almost comical on recusing himself.
As I've previously said, the DOJ has the obligation to have an open door to anybody who wishes to provide us information that they think is relevant. But as I did say to Senator Graham, we have to be very careful with respect to any information coming from the Ukraine. There are a lot of agendas in the Ukraine. There are a lot of cross currents, and we can't take anything we receive from the Ukraine at face value. And for that reason, we had established an intake process in the field.
Now this one, so they had an intake process, and he said had. So they're no longer taking in information. He looks down on this a lot more. So it's more secretive on this intake process. That doesn't mean that it's a bad actor type of thing. It could be, I don't want you to know how we did it, who was involved, how we confirmed or didn't confirm, none of that stuff. It's kind of like, you keep your agent's secret when they're in the CIA. He's keeping his agent's secret and the methods used secret. That's the hide, because he doesn't give any more stress to it. It's not a sweat. He's not jerking around. He's not really dancing, so to speak. He's just hiding the methods, which in this political environment makes sense.
That any information coming in about Ukraine could be carefully scrutinized by the department and its intelligence community partners so that we could assess its provenance and its credibility. And
he gives really good eye contact with that as far as looking at the audience on certain words and the confidence that goes with it, that the evidence has been vetted thoroughly. But he does not want to say how or by who.
Is the FBI investigating Joe or Hunter Biden at this point?
I'm not going to talk about any investigation, as I never would. We do not talk about open.
That guy in the background, you got to crack me up. This is a no-brainer. They're not going to lie. I'm not going to talk about investigations. And what else does he say? Let me go back.
We do not talk about open investigations.
We do not talk about open investigations. I find that hilarious. I'm going to go back and look at that other FDOJ.
Investigating Joe or Hunter Biden at this point?
I'm not going to talk about any investigation, as I never would.
Now, he may be stone-faced in it and much better at hiding than the glasses guy who actually looked over towards that direction like, hee. But everybody knows. These people know. That's why when you look for Barr in any of his press conferences, the only things coming up are from 9 months ago.
The Obama administration estimated in 2012 that there were nearly 2 million removable criminal aliens in the United States. Assuming that those estimates are accurate, the number is likely higher today, despite the Trump administration's consistent and concerted efforts to find and deport criminal aliens. For many decades, under both Republican and Democratic administrations, the priority for immigration enforcement has been identifying these criminal aliens and deporting them from the country as soon as they are eligible for release by local authorities. These efforts are a vital part of how we keep our country safe. Immigration enforcement is an essential part of law enforcement. Unfortunately, in various jurisdictions, so-called progressive politicians are jeopardizing the public's safety by putting the interests of criminal aliens before those of law-abiding citizens. They have put in place policies and laws designed to thwart the ability of federal officers to take custody of these criminals and thereby help them escape into the community.
So we're not watching this whole thing, but I wanted to see how he approached it. And he gives that very good emphasis on keywords like criminal aliens, not law-abiding citizens. He becomes strong on that, which means when he tells you that this will be continuing escalating as these people do not comply with law and order, this is his mission. His effectiveness on this mission will only be thwarted by how much resistance he gets.
9 years recommended by 4 people that perhaps they were Mueller people. I don't know who they were, prosecutors. And they, I don't know what happened. They all hit the road pretty quickly. Look, you had somebody just recently, you saw what happened. He got 2 months. He got sentenced to 2 months for leaking classified information at the highest level.
Who's that?
They treated Roger Stone very badly. They treated everybody very badly. And if you look at the Mueller investigation, it was a scam because it was illegally set up. It was set up based on false documentation and false documents. You look at what happened, how many people were hurt, their lives were destroyed, and nothing happened with all the people that did it and launched a scam. Where's Comey? Where is Comey? What's happening to McCabe? What's happening to Lisa and Peter Strzok and Lisa Page? What's happening with them? It was a whole setup. It was a disgrace for our country, and everyone knows it too. Everyone, including NBC, which gives a lot of fake news. The fact is that Roger Stone was treated horribly, and so were many other people. Their lives were destroyed. And it turns out, you look at the FISA warrants and what just happened with FISA, where they found out it was fixed, that it was a dirty, rotten deal. So when you look at that and you see what happened to Roger Stone, but think of it, a man leaks classified information, highly classified. They give him 2 months. Roger Stone for doing, nobody even knows what he did. In fact, they said he intimidated somebody. That person said he had no idea he was going to jail for that. That person didn't want to press charges. They put him in for 9 years. It's a disgrace. And frankly, they ought to apologize to a lot of the people whose lives they've ruined. All right, next question. Next question, please.
Guilty though, right?
Go ahead. Yeah, please, Steve. Wait. What?
Are you considering a pardon for?
I don't want to say that yet, but I tell you what, people were hurt viciously.
So he was asked, are you going to consider a pardon? And he starts answering before he actually gets a name out. Are you considering a pardon? And then he finishes Roger Stone. But because he's answering before on who, as he's going through the wrongs that have been done, he's mentioning the people, the ones that their lives have been destroyed. So this pardon idea in his brain is for the people, not specifically for one individual.
Viciously and badly by these corrupt people. And I want to thank, if you look at what happened, I want to thank the Justice Department for seeing this horrible thing. And I didn't speak to him, by the way, just so you understand. They saw the horrible.
And he's being very honest. He didn't actually have to change body movements in that one. He did not speak to the Justice Department. The Justice Department did this by themselves. AG, the Attorney General, did his job.
If you'd like to learn more about analysing body language, there is a video course available on Mandy's website for Gold subscribers, where Mandy teaches more about her techniques of deception detection. There's also other content such as the Crime series and Interesting Minds series, available to both Gold and Silver subscribers.
If you like it, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.